Oh, shit.
It's just in the front.
Holy smokes, guys. Special episode coming to you
cool
live.
Yo, let's blow stuff up. All right, I did it.
Pussy Clot, man. Guys, welcome.
Welcome to the party.
217. It's a huge number, guys. We made it.
Numerology. We're at 1.
It means something.
Start of something new or something.
Age
However
of
that works.
Aquarius. Folks, welcome to this Friday edition of TPL. We have a special guest for you guys today. You'll never guess. I thought so.
Yeah.
It's Flintwick, guys.
Oh!
Muggin. Flintwick. Welcome.
And then
Welcome.
Hey.
Flintwick brought some weird guy.
Oh, yeah.
Tagged along. We felt
Restraint.
bad, so we let him join the pod also, but he's here.
He doesn't get a mic.
Restraint is here with no mic. So direct your hate at him, I guess.
And we're forcing him to show a little restraint finally.
Yeah, finally. You might hear him scream or something at some point.
For sure.
What's up, Censura?
In chat. In chat.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Good?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, doing
You
good.
guys were working in the studio earlier before you guys came over here?
Yeah, we're blooping around, making a
in.
weird little funky kind of
Making some wows?
creepy, funky thing.
Creepy.
It was a little
Creepy.
creepy. There's some diminished fifths in there.
Hey.
There's some minor seconds.
Hey,
Let's go.
slow down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sheesh. We're not in October yet.
Wow.
They're just
Whoa.
prepping
Prepping.
for the full spooky 1 hour set.
Wanna cyber. I'm not really sure what that means, Censura, but sure. I'm down to cyber.
Let's cyber it up.
I don't know what that means, but I'm down.
Cyber it up, dude.
Can't be in anything bad, right? Speaking of cybers, no?
I had nothing.
Androids.
Oh,
I'm an iPhone guy.
speaking of Androids,
AI?
Android
Oh.
Jones Dome event.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
I just have to say a quick little thing about it.
Dome event.
Tipper made like a 25-minute piece specifically for this event, and that was cool. That's it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That
I
is
got
fun.
to hear just like unreleased Tipper made specifically for these visuals.
Sick.
And
Right.
It was insane.
Does that sound good in
of
there?
course.
Good
Dude,
system.
they had function ones everywhere.
Beautiful.
I was like, this is Wook Paradise. We have Android Jones
Hilarious.
Dome event. Everyone's smoking DMT. And we have
yeah,
unreleased
immediately.
Tipper.
Just
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It would be
where I was
fun to
getting-
make like a 25-minute
absolutely.
piece.
Well, I've been thinking about that, like doing it with like something like bass music, like because like
Right.
when I think of that, I think
Yeah.
of like an ambient journey track
Right,
that's like
exactly.
something. But I want to just make like a
Song.
stream of conscious, just wacky bass music
Well-
track that just keeps going.
It just keeps going.
I would
yeah.
say one of the closest things is Dragonhawks by Liquid Stranger. It's like
I have no clue.
13 minutes long.
Oh, shit.
And it's just riffs the whole time. It's just like, oh, a new riff and a new
Love
riff.
it.
That and it's got
so
like a
good.
theme the whole time. Like we have to
Okay.
release the Dragonhawks. Like he sampled some old movie or some shit, but it's his peak.
Love it. Okay,
it's
I
so
need to check
good.
that out.
Yeah, it's fucking
long ass
beautiful.
breakdowns, long ass buildups.
Yeah. Like it is just kind of like a
64s.
normal song, but I think it's got like 3 drops, and the intro and outro are both like 3.5 minutes long.
Word.
So it's like, I don't know. I love it. I love long, epic songs. Like I grew up on Meatloaf, so I'm used to a ballad that's
Yeah.
like 20 minutes
Good
long.
story to tell.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
same.
fucking.
I also ate a lot of meatloaf as a kid.
Me too.
Yeah.
Meatloaf is fire.
Shout out meatloaf.
Shout out Meatloaf.
I didn't
dude.
get meatloaf much.
Really?
No?
I got a lot of casserole.
Oh, casserole's
Bad.
pretty good.
You think in
Casserole's dank.
Arkansas the
Yeah, it's
meatloaf
true.
would be flowing, but it's not.
Honestly, meatloaf as a project name goes kind of hard.
It does.
Let's go
does.
see meatloaf.
Got to see Meatloaf.
Yeah, and it's just
And it-
pure fucking heat the whole
But it's
time.
like the most serious project ever.
Yeah.
Like he's really trying to make a message.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, he's like, what's up a Meatloaf?
to spread the great
His logo
word.
is very elegant.
Right. Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah. It's like a Michelin star
Michelin
meatloaf.
meatloaf.
Yeah. It's like really nice.
Spelled.
Anyways, this is production talk, guys.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, just
true.
getting right
Uh-huh.
into the production.
What wanna
yeah.
cyber these nuts?
Oh,
I see what he's doing
yeah,
here.
I get it.
I still don't get it. Cyber D's nuts?
I would.
That's nothing.
To you,
Slobber?
Slob Knob.
Whatever.
Speaking of slobber,
Cyber
actually,
slobber.
what kind of bases were you guys working on for your spooky track.
Slobber bases.
Hey, I got there. Hey, yeah, were you guys?
We're
working
messing
on
around
it?
with some just some presets off the freaking, what was it called, the Hydrosynth? Yeah, that shit's awesome.
Hydrosynth.
Really
that?
fun synth. You want to describe it a little bit?
Please.
Yeah, sure.
First time I ever got to play on one.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's like a polyphonic
Like hydro, like water.
hydra, like
Hydra,
like the
yes,
multi.
yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Like the multi.
It doesn't have
head.
3 oscillators.
Yes.
Okay,
Hell,
that
Hydra.
makes
And each
sense.
of the oscillators has
It's
mutators.
3 different heads.
It's actually it's
Wave
the closest
morphing.
thing to like a new virus synth.
Oh, that's what got us on the talk.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Is it one word?
It's right there. You see it.
Is
That's it.
Oh, it's hardware.
Hardware.
Or do you guys have
Hardware.
Oh, you
have
bought the
hardware?
Whoa.
It's the keyboard in my studio. You've used it.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it's
yes,
sick.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
it's
yes.
pretty
Now
sweet.
it's coming back to me.
Very cool. I think the best thing about it is honestly the workflow. Like it's one of the few synths that if you want to map like an LFO to something, you literally just hold the LFO button and then press the thing you want to map it to, and it's like
Yeah, it's made for a digital era.
yeah,
Crazy
Not-
menus.
not like menu dive experience. It
Right.
is. And the sounds in it are pretty
that's
great.
awesome.
It's a thick boy.
Yeah,
Nice.
and it's multi.
And it's got CV in and out.
Yes, that's the other
That's
reason
sick.
I love it because I
That's sick.
have it right next to my modular, so I'll just like use it as my pitch and gate input source. Yeah,
that's a great idea.
yeah, and it's polyphonic aftertouch, so like all the keys can do their own pressure and stuff, and I'll like. Honestly, that's a really fun thing to mess with on hardware. Like,
Right.
having it map into like filters and stuff on my modular is really cool. But yeah, it's a dope synth.
Seemed pretty affordable too. It was, what was that, $500? Was that? Did I see that right?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Dude, nice.
So were you guys just making some like mud pies with it and then just going through and chopping it, or?
It started with like a little funky riff on just some squishy bass patch
Cool.
that we found, and then
Cool.
yeah, we've just been working from there. But yeah, we're on the topic because I was bringing up the Virus. You know, like Virus has a standalone VST now that you can like download online for free.
What?
Yeah, but
We're going back.
it's fucking weird and difficult to install. I haven't figured it out yet.
Oh,
But
no.
Ovoid told me about it recently, and yeah,
Shout out
it's-
Ovoid.
Yeah, shout out Ovoid.
It's called OST Tyrus, I think.
OS, yeah. OST, yeah.
OST.
Iris.
That's it. First stop.
Oh,
Yeah, but the Virus is such a
Osiris.
legendary synth, and it
Os-
sounds so fucking good. All the presets, but it is such a menu divey boy. It's such a menu diver. But what's
Love this
beautiful,
website. I love
fucking-
this shit.
what's beautiful about the Virus is that it does
love
come
it.
with the VST with it. So you know, you plug it up, and then the Virus VST will pop up. So I got it to play in my band, so I could have like crazy Flintwick sound design stuff that I could do on the computer instead of menu diving through this synth, and you know, make my patch on the computer, some squishy thing, and then put it onto the actual keyboard, and then go on tour with it with Deep Sequence
There you go.
and jams have some weird shit that people are like, what are you doing? I don't see a computer on stage.
right, like
right.
I prepared.
Yeah, no, I have a Virus, and they came out and fucking whenever a
I
long
got the
time ago.
coronavirus,
Long time
dude.
ago.
Oh shit! I'm gonna give you all viruses.
Yeah, and it's the actual UI of it is not that bad.
No.
They made it look just like the VST version of the real Virus. The way that the hardware, but yeah, there it is.
And it's really nice. Like the hardware's a lot.
Austin's gonna love it.
difficult.
It's white.
Its filters are great.
That doesn't look horrible.
No,
for
it
a
doesn't
light
look too
thing.
bad. It doesn't
Yeah.
look bad. It's got the nice wood trim, which I always appreciate.
Yeah,
In a digital synth, I'm like,
Yeah,
yes,
right.
you brought the wood into my screen.
bring in the natural, the
Yeah.
warmth, the vintage warmth.
I will say the nice thing about I mean, I don't know if you have the wavetables. I have some. Somebody took the time to rip all the wavetables from the
Oh,
Virus.
yeah.
Somebody, I think I
What?
do have that,
Yeah.
but I've never
Yeah.
done
So
anything
you
with it.
basically get a virus if you just throw those into like serum, because serum is kind
You
of
will
like,
get a virus.
Whoa,
Watch
dude,
out.
we gotta bleep those out, or we're gonna get fucking.
Those are just
Demonetized.
online for free, right? Like we can just throw those in the description.
Probably.
Okay, cool. Because I
Yeah,
have
it's free.
them. I just want to make sure if like we put in the description, I'm not like
Oh, the
fucking
wave
someone
tables.
over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have no clue.
Have you guys ever played with the galbanum architecture waveforms? Have you ever played with those?
no.
Yeah, I know you have. Yeah,
No,
they're
I've not.
so they're all like mathematically formula based or like Fibonacci based. They just generate weird harmonic series and harmonic patterns. It's not like a blending wavetables. It's just like the frame by frames.
Imagine if like a mathematician generated hundreds of thousands of wavetables
Yeah.
from like programming and like mathematics functions.
Yeah.
So that's
Cool.
basically what it is. It's like huge
They're
too.
fun.
There's like 25,000
Yeah,
or
there's
something. It's
Why do
so
you need all
many.
that?
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's kind of overkill.
Fucking
Well,
great.
yeah.
What am I
There we
gonna
go.
do?
It's
I don't need 100
What
of
you
them.
need is a randomizer, so you're just like pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah, that's fun.
Right? That
Pick
would
one.
be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the
Yeah, I have-
Fibonacci wavetables.
I have a lot, but I don't have all of them.
It's basically it's just like the the harmonic series wavetable in Serum. It's
Yeah.
like that on
Love it.
steroids times
Right.
a million, and
Right.
you just get weird combinations. Like it's great. You would fucking love them.
It's like 70% of my sounds I make are all just harmonic series.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't
Interesting.
use many wavetables, just basic shapes, and
Amen,
Really?
brother.
You get
I'm right
fuck
there
up
with
the
you.
harmonic series.
Okay, just a lot of distortion and then filtering to get
Distortion,
the
filtering,
movement and shit.
pitch bending.
That's so
I think th-
mind blowing because your sound design's fucking crazy. You just get that from like
Well,
blowing out sine waves.
I can do everything. I'll use presets and then maybe manipulate a sample and do everything always. But a lot of times, if I'm like trying to make a bass, I'll start with the harmonic
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
If I want it to be more sawy, I'll throw a saw wave in there.
There you go. Yeah.
Rarely.
Yeah, but I never really mess with just like wavetables because like the crazy ones that you just move up the wavetable and it sounds like some trippy squishy bass. Because like there's always like some little thing in it that I don't like and I can't like go back a couple steps
Yeah.
and fix it.
Yeah,
So like
you
I want to
can't
be
get
able
it
to
out.
build my sound from complete scratch and. Once I get to that point where it's like, oh, what that resonance sounded horrible, but I know exactly what it's
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
from. I
yeah.
just need to tweak that
This
one thing
little
in the chain.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Well, not only that, but you can tweak a bunch of things in the chain and have it just generate a bunch of cool
yeah,
stuff,
go crazy.
which
Yeah.
is great,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just one wavetable you're stuck with.
Yeah.
Which is a
I need
bummer.
to get better about building racks and mapping them to macros so I can
Same.
just. He's really goddamn good at it.
I know, you have a million
he has
racks.
so many racks.
I'll show you later like how to make your own wavetables like from
Harmor?
any sound. Well, any sound.
Oh, I know how to
just
make
saying that.
wavetables.
You know how to make it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I
But
feel like I
I
also
just
don't
don't.
make racks because I just get all of John's. And I'm like, sick,
Yeah,
this is,
dude, yeah.
It's also hilarious.
Why would
like,
I need to make my own?
Yeah, the few racks I have made, like I'm obsessed with like the shifter split trick, which is just like a frequency shifter at 50% kind of thing, and you get like the little wobble.
Warble there.
So I had a little rack for that, and then I was like, "Oh, I got this like cool upgrade," and I did more, and I sent it to John, and he sent it back like 30 minutes later, and he's like, "I made it better," and it was like way better.
Oh, yeah.
He added just a bunch of like just creative like, "Oh, now you can have like
Nice.
4 of them if you change this knob," or now there's like the manual reset button and all this shit. And I was like, "Oh, I like just
I do.
wouldn't have thought
It's like
about
I
that.
do make my racks constantly, but then it's like and my patches, but I just remake them every fucking
Same
time instead
here,
of
brother.
saving them.
Same
like I don't
here.
even have like my sub bass saved. Anytime I need
know,
every
I
song,
know.
I
Yeah.
throw in
So
a sine
funny.
wave. I throw in another sine wave, and maybe do something to bring in the
I-
extra harmonics every
love you
time.
so much.
Yeah,
more
preach,
now.
baby, preach.
It's so unnecessary, but also I like it. I like it because it makes me feel like I know it's the same sound, but it's never always going to be
Correct.
completely exactly the
Exactly.
same.
Yeah, I like that
if I
too.
redo this every time.
I like it too.
But it is fun to like just macro out everything and then just hit the random button so it just flips all your macros and completely changes whatever patch you made.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a fun move.
And then you can save your different variations with the capture, the snapshot. Which, by the way, you can actually automate that too. There's a Max for Live device called Smooth Automator. So yeah, you can get all your favorite little your variations from all your random
That's
macro
nice.
randomizations, and then
How many
there's-
does it save? Or does it
You
just...
can. I mean, infinite. I think.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, because you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The snapshots. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's
Smooth
so cool.
Operator is cool. You can set it to where it just like can like slowly drift to the next patch into the next note, or you can like manually have it jump from like one variation to the other. And
That's really nice.
yeah, so I like to make a bass patch that has different macros to where it's like, this is a crazy squelchy bass. If I turn this macro, it's going to be a white noise bass. If I turn this macro, it's going to be like a donk, like a short staccato donk. And if I do that, so like you have all these different basses in one patch, and then you can just put it on your macros, do your variations and randomize, and have all these different basses that are still made from the same thing, so they all mesh perfectly together, and then keep your signal, your mixing chain the same at the end. So
Nice.
and then you use Smooth Automator to just bounce around.
Something I've been wanting, and I haven't done a ton of diving or searching for this, but I've been thinking about this idea that it'd be really cool. Like in the process of making mud pies, I don't know how much you venture in that.
A lot.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So like
I do that.
a lot of mud pie sound design involves just like banking on randomness and random events, like creating those moments that you're like, ooh, that movement, not 100 years in my life I would have like found that exact combination.
I don't have that many fingers.
But I think it would be really sweet if we could find like a Max for Live patch or something that could record all those movements, and then you could like go back to that moment.
That's cool.
And like snapshot the different changes that are all happening, so you could flip between, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whenever you do this little curve of pitch while hitting a band pass just like that,
So
it's always going to make the sound go,
and then convert those into like snapshots, just like how you're saying. That's
cool.
I would love to
somebody
see
get on that shit.
Like that.
How to use it.
Come on, nerds.
I feel like
recording it.
I feel like that's already a thing in Ableton.
Recorded automation.
You can record the automation. But you have to manually twist the knob.
It doesn't record like
an LFO on it.
Movement.
Yeah, if you throw like a device randomizer on it, it's not going to track what's going on.
I bet there is someone out there that made like a Max for Live patch that just watches all parameters of a VST, and anything that's moving, it can like
track it.
Yeah, it's
record
tracking
it in a little buffer, and then let you like kind of scroll through it or scrub through it, and then you could. That would be just so sweet.
That would be insane, because that's the one reason I don't really like working with mud pies is when you get that one tone, but you want it to be just a little different.
Exactly.
You just kind of fucked.
Totally.
Like, sure, you can EQ a little, or you can like tweak a little, but I want to be able to like, dude, that's the next wave of mud pies. The modular mud pie that you can still play with.
The person building that fucking plugin would have to like then supply a modulator that you applied those parameters to.
That like follows
what does that information even look like if it's I guess it could just be automation.
Just a bunch of automation lanes of some sort.
And then you just right click and you're like show all automation lanes, and it just gives you 20 lanes.
It would be nice.
Like,
like you could almost freeze the MIDI channel.
Well, okay, so you can, get your MIDI, whenever you have your automated MIDI clip, you can drop it in your file search, and it saves your patch and all the automation of that clip.
Right.
So it'd be like kind of like that without
the only thing is it has to catch what happened previously. Yeah, so it has to have some kind of buffer to grab all that and then attach it to that audio wave.
Eastwood Red? What's up, boy?
What up, boys?
Hey-o.
Dude. No, I'm thinking of Redwood.
Eastwood Red.
Redwood trees.
Oh, Eastwood Red's
Eastwood Redwood trees.
He is from
What's up, buddy?
the Redwood trees.
Yeah.
Sick. Come on the pod, bro. Let's get them all in here.
John was talking too much. That's why he doesn't have a microphone, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, we had we're kicking him under the table.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Just getting kicked out here.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with our limitations here.
Saving parameters and shit like that would be sick.
Yeah,
that would be really badass. I saw this gal on Instagram who she's like taking like data of like weather data and then converting it to MIDI in some way.
What the fuck? How do you?
That's content right there, baby.
I love it.
And she was showing like, here's like this year of like tornadoes in the United States and where they are.
I was gonna say she needs to fucking sample the Midwest because they've been getting destroyed.
We've been samples of the whole country, and it'll be like higher pitch if it's like more West Coast or something like that.
Okay.
So then it's like
Well, yeah,
these
the West
weird,
Coast
like,
synths are
random pitch. Right. Just random little.
It's so cool.
Have you guys seen
But
the?
I told her, I want those. Can I have that MIDI, please? And
Yeah.
she was like, I'm working on it. All right.
Trying to control the
hell
weather.
Sick. I will.
Trying to automate the weather.
Automate the weather.
I need
I
it
will
for my
promote
evil
your
plan.
releasing of those things
Right.
and get you people looking at you.
That's fun.
It'd be awesome. I love just random shit that I could throw on stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
It reminds me of have you guys seen? It's some company, like tech company, and their firewall is based off of like 200 lava lamps.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's so cool.
Yeah, somehow the lava lamps are re-triggering the firewall's code, so it updates like randomly, or maybe it's not firewall. I don't know tech stuff.
I think
but
is this a
Google it.
movie?
No, it's a real thing.
I thought this was in a movie.
They're trying to make like the most secure whatever thing that you like can't hack into, and somehow these
What is
lava
this?
lamps are triggering data to reset the code like every like other half second kind of thing. And since because if you generate it through code, there's like some predictability because you're
Yeah,
using
and a
code to
lava
generate
lamp
it.
is never gonna.
Yeah, a lava lamp is just weird fucking gelatinous bubbly shit. And like,
Dude, that's cool.
yeah, I don't fully understand it, but I said, yeah, this is it.
Okay, right
this
on.
is it.
I mean,
How a
So
bunch of lava
imagine-
lamps protect us from hackers.
Yeah.
that is sick. It's sick as fuck.
So
I kind of would have gone with a different style of
different colors of lava
lamps and
lamp.
wall and stuff, you know.
It
Yeah.
looks a little.
I don't know.
Looks a little
I
too
could go with-
clean.
It
It
is
throws
nice
some like
and random.
pachitas around
Cleaner.
it. Oh, cleaner.
I could go cleaner with it.
I
Yeah, I
see.
could go all
I'm actually okay with the colors.
it's
all
plywood.
black with yellow lava.
Guys, it's plywood.
But
You clearly see this.
I like the single green. Oh, it is just wood. Look at the. Oh, I guess there's a few green. Never mind.
No, it looks really nice and
But
lovely.
how do we do something like this with sound where we set up a lava lamp wall and it just triggers inputs
Just
on your modular
just
synth?
MIDI all day.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Or like somehow you set up each lava lamp to control like one knob's automation for your mud pie.
I mean, you could-
so when it bubbles up, the knob goes
we could
up.
also
or-
do it with the fish. We could get it to where like
Oh,
whenever
yeah,
they
there you
move
go.
past like some
Oh, yeah,
lasers.
that's good.
I mean, honestly, that's so possible nowadays with.
Oh, this little guy's
between,
cute.
I would
Right?
I
Some
would say
cuties in there.
You
Is
could
it
use,
the Whisker Boy?
Yeah, Whisker Boy.
Yeah.
You could
I
use
like
like
'em.
a Raspberry Pi to basically
Right,
act as the
right.
brain, and then hook up a bunch of like photo sensing
Yeah, exactly.
LEDs to monitor for like light change, and
Yes. Okay.
then convert that to MIDI data. It's very possible.
we
It's just-
do-
that's a really great project for like beginner programmers and stuff.
We need to-
and with ChatGPT nowadays, you'd literally be able to do it in like an hour. Not kidding.
Well, you have to order the Raspberry Pi.
You have to like
Yeah.
order all the shit.
But we can make a smart house where its only purpose is to just record us and the fish and everything and just turn it all into all into MIDI.
Making the MIDI.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's just all our days
Sounds
are
like
just MIDI.
Sounds like a Burning Man exhibit waiting to happen.
know, right?
Right, exactly. Relive
insane.
our last couple months in music at 400 speed.
No, you gotta have the fish live.
Oh, the fish? Yeah, right.
In the
right.
desert.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
Well, they're from the tropics, so they'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll chill.
Yeah. They like
Tropic
hot
fish.
They like hot water.
So something I've been getting really into is layering my basses and trying to get creative with like stereo layering or just like multi-band layering or anything. Do you ever fuck with that kind of shit?
Yeah, everything gets layered. Everything, baby.
Sick. Okay. What's your approach to it? Because mine turn out very messy very quickly. A lot
Yeah,
of the time.
I don't know. I guess we need to think of a bass. Like when
you-
layering a bass. I know my stereo stuff. I really like the Haas effect for stereo widening a lot, but
Okay.
I feel like it's a little weird on basses because it shifts your bass it pans it a little too much, and of course but I still like it sometimes, so I would do that like above, not even like 120 hertz. I would do it like way higher in the
right.
frequency spectrum, like above 1,000 hertz probably. I would do maybe Haas effect kind of thing.
Yeah. Or maybe you like Haas effect every other harmonic.
Well, I have,
so it's like a little
I
stable.
have the perfect plugin for you. It's called Haze 2 with 2 A's.
Yeah.
It's a multi-band Haas.
Yeah, that's
You would love it.
sick.
It
Yeah,
doesn't just do
exactly
Haas
what I
either.
need.
You could do like delay and like multi-band panning and all sorts of
Dude.
stuff. It's really
Yeah,
sick.
because I mean, otherwise you
It's
just
made by
make it yourself in
I think
Ableton.
it's made by Clevgrand. You should pull it up.
I think I have it.
You might have it.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
H-A-Z-Z-E?
definitely need that.
Haaze 2.
2 A's.
Yeah, 2 A's.
Yeah.
So
Sounds
that's
really
what was
familiar.
in your new
We'll see.
stereo rack.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is
Very
sick.
nice.
It is really good. And it's also just great to like,
Just throw it anywhere.
if you want to force the classic Christmas tree stereo image onto things, you can like just draw a Christmas tree and it'll like
Well,
Yeah, I
keep
forgot about
the
this thing.
signal in the perfect shape you want it to be.
Nice. Yeah.
This is it.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, folks.
Switch
I didn't mean to. I
switch
swear.
the vibe. Yeah, I would heavily recommend this. It's not even, if you wait for a good sale, it's like not that much. But click the little pencil icon on top. There you go. And then drag. You can, yeah. So that's, what's that doing? That's adding Haas per band
Yeah. Let's
up
go.
the spectrum.
Yeah,
so whenever you're
fair.
pulling it down, what's going on there?
It's reverse Haas. It's
Yeah.
like it's like inverting
Just-
it.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
Instead of it,
okay, it's left
Yeah,
and
so-
right. It's just
Yeah.
okay. Word.
Yeah.
I see.
exactly.
Wow. Yeah.
That's fun.
Needed
It's
that
sick.
for a minute.
Yeah.
I
Good
imagine that's
boy.
probably
Good boy, John.
that can't be too expensive.
You're perfect.
Good boy.
That was a good
And
boy.
then you can see there's like the other tabs on it too. Like there, so that's the Haas tab. But you can also just do that's like
Oh.
mid-side
Mid-side,
control.
yeah.
So if you just want
Ooh.
to make things mono in certain bands,
Gain.
gain on per band, and then you have
Pan.
panning, so you can pan left or right based on the frequency area
Yeah.
too.
Very
which is
fun.
nasty. I forgot about
It's
this
so
thing.
great.
They don't
honestly.
have a dark theme, huh?
It might. I don't know. Go be a developer, bro.
No, you can't even make it bigger, which is a little bit of a bummer.
But it's. I mean, what I do is I just have a couple presets that I'll just flip between because.
It's got a bunch of different presets going on.
Yeah. And it's got some like just general stereo widening presets that are very natural, which is great.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
natural.
very natural.
Very natural,
Yes.
folks.
Quite natural.
Quite natural, folks.
That's fun.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say a couple things on the
On Haasing?
Haas thing. Tom Finster did a video talking about widening, I believe, on his Patreon.
Yeah.
On the We Are Humans Patreon, and he would put a he would just flip the phase of one of the channels after the Haas, and it will help it
Balance
be
out.
more mono compatible.
but it still has the widening.
Oh, yeah, it's still
yeah.
Haas.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's still
Haased
Haased out.
up.
Yeah, but it's,
Tossed out.
but it's not Haas like this. It's like it's actually a little more
It's
balanced.
more like
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
balanced.
it pops
Interesting.
it completely away from
Very cool.
the mono signal in a way. It's got a very specific sound. Like I don't always like it.
Yeah, I want to try this.
But it's a nice little move. Also, if you just combine a few kind of width things
Yeah.
together, it's usually
Yeah,
of the move.
if not Haas, like wider is always good, but I've
Wider's a
like
classic.
slowly like I don't know, I slowly started to not like the sound of wider for some
yeah,
reason.
I've had an issue with it.
Finally realized that they had like a second update where it actually has the cutoff knob. I had no clue that existed.
I didn't
I
either.
didn't know either.
Yeah, so yeah, re-download wider and
Okay.
it has your
Shout
little
out Infected Mushroom.
yeah,
Oh shit, that's cool.
Infected Mushroom. It's like the first electronic music I remember hearing.
Dude, me
Oh
too.
really?
Yeah.
Bonding, bro. Bonding, dude.
Don't remember the song.
Converting vegetarians into the midnight. Dude, they're the fucking best, dude.
Yeah, dude. They're so fun,
Infected
man.
Mushroom was the shit. I saw them like probably more times than I've seen almost any other band.
Dude,
or
I saw
group.
them. I've seen them.
So
I saw
good,
them
dude.
play to like me and like 3 other people in the middle of Arkansas. And the whole bill is crazy. It was fucking okay. Infected Mushroom, Of the Trees, Freddie Todd's, Edler
Damn.
and Canty Experience, And I think, and like somebody else, and it's in the middle of Arkansas in like 20-degree weather, horribly promoted. Like, it was insane. And then it's just like me and 3 or 4 other people
sick.
watching Infected Mushroom Throwdown.
Fuck yeah, I would
It was
also have been there.
I played as well, like before
sick.
all of it. Yeah, it was nice.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's funny.
It's only like
Yeah.
4 people
It was
there.
pretty wild.
It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like the dudes from Infected Mushroom, like one of them's like, it's like just straight, it's not even that psychedelic really. It's just like clubby, And
Yeah, it's some psytrance,
So there's like
but
the
it's-
dude just hitting like
it's
the clubby
wily.
psytrance, and then the other one is just like
Right.
like cold and just like pissed looking.
Yeah. They're like, we
Bummed to
could be
be
in
there.
Israel.
Yeah,
In the
it's like
heat.
these poor dudes, and they're fucking cold.
Yeah, right. Especially the bald guy.
yeah, for sure. But it was fun.
I haven't listened to much of them.
Really? Oh, I'll show you
Infected
some
Mushroom?
heat.
Yeah,
I'll show
I
you
gotta
some
check 'em
absolute
out.
heat.
Yeah, they're classic.
Are those the guys who like doing the really weird vocals?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. I think I've heard like one song that you showed me like
Yeah,
years ago.
The reason you can't, why nobody uses I Wish, which is their plugin that lets you do that with vocals.
But you just sound
You just
like
sound
what's that?
exactly.
I never-
Yeah, it's called
I know
I
they
Wish.
also have Manipulator.
Yeah, they have Manipulator, but then there's
Yeah.
I Wish, which I bought immediately, but then I was like, oh no, I can't use this. I just immediately just sound like them. Like this is
Damn, I want to check that out.
like
I have no
I
clue.
bet now I could maybe use it on some weird things because I haven't used it in like 7 years.
Sure. Right.
But back then I was just like, fuck, well I can't sound like them. Like that's
Yeah.
weird. That's weird. And that was before I really knew what I was doing. So if I tried to use it, I'd just make some psytrance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be
crack
like-
back into it. Don't put it on a vocal.
Well, yeah,
That's
Put it
what I
on,
was gonna say, yeah.
put it
for
on
sure
something
that.
else.
Yeah. Or how
I
would
do
it sound
remember
on
trying.
a squonk?
Yeah, throw it on
Or
a
on a
fucking
wah.
drum.
Drums.
I don't make
Some
squonks
drums.
though. That's the problem.
Dude, you should.
Throw it
I would
on a
love to
wub.
hear a
Throw it
Caleb
on
I
the
will
squonk.
throw it on a wub.
Bada
Will you
bing,
just
bada
make
boom.
a single squonk for me this week? I just want to hear.
I'll put it on a
Caleb
foghorn.
Okay.
That's a good idea, actually,
Squonkhorn.
Yeah,
because it
little
takes
FM fog.
it basically
Fog
fog
takes
action.
Yeah. Yeah.
it basically takes like snippets of the audio, almost like grains, and it sits there and loops them. Depending on what note you play on the piano, it loops whatever's happening at a different speed.
Is it like a granulator?
Kind
Okay.
of. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
word.
Yeah, it's a
All right.
buffer capture of whatever's coming through the mic or the input or whatever. And then whenever you hit a note, based on the note, it'll cycle a loop of whatever's coming in at that pitch.
Fun.
So you can, but it's just sitting there and looping. But it on a foghorn, and then more processing.
On a foghorn.
Yeah, because it's already a bunch of distortion, and then you just do that at different pitches and throw it through the kilohertz Eldritch notch
God
again.
damn. Don't get it started. Chat, don't encourage this.
The one thing I love about the Eldritch Notch now, I'm just
please.
kidding.
Many things to love about
what
the
I love
Eldritch
about thinking about, I wish, that's like a mangler of sorts, right? You just kind of turn some knobs and it fucks
Well-
the sound up.
Joe Mangler.
It does it in a very specific way.
Sure. I like weird things like that if I want to throw reverb or delay or something on a sound, using it as like part of that parallel chain for like delays and reverbs and
Yeah.
things like that. I'm always trying to put it in a box before I put it through the fucking whatever reverb or whatever, and then probably another box of some sort following that.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, I want to play with this now.
Separates.
one sec. Listen to this real quick.
Oh,
I hear anything.
Is that fun?
you need to get
Sample
those.
that, guys.
You need to get those.
Sample that.
Or, you know.
That's literally what that sounds like.
Yeah,
As
I
you
know.
guys.
What is
So
that
Dios?
called? Yeah, what?
Oh, what up,
What'd you
Dios?
say?
Yo.
Fun.
Next week, baby, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the deals.
Yeah, it's that electromagnetic, dude.
Electromagnetic
That's what
frequency.
that's exactly what that microphone.
I
that
was just
gave-
gonna say,
that I
okay.
gave Andre
Yeah.
How much did it
sounds
make
like.
to make that?
So I spent probably,
Was it a kit or?
No.
Okay.
How much did it make to
if
make
you want
that?
to pull it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's called-
you made that thing
I
with
built
those?
them, yeah.
Right.
Oh, I thought you were telling me a company made those.
Well, they used to, but they made all the
Dude,
they
that's
basically
cool.
made it a full open source project because they were like, we're done building these for people. We don't want to keep doing it. It is kind of a pain in the ass because you have to wrap this hair thin wire that is very easy to break, and you don't want to twist it either. You have to wrap it around almost exactly 333 times. Like you can go plus or minus some, but
Is it on Instructables?
You're like counting that while
just
you're
search
Jesus. Jesus Christmas.
PRIE
Brutal. Jiminy Crickets.
Jiminy
ZOR.
Crickets.
Jiminy Crickets.
Priazor, yeah. And just hit enter. So this is, you can see their website. This is where they used to sell it. But if you read in the description, and it looks alien. It's sick.
What's with the Septagon? Is there anything special about that?
Oh, it's an open source.
Why does it have to be a Septagon?
Because it's beautiful.
I mean, I think that
Does it have to be that?
it doesn't
though?
have to. It just needs to be a ring.
Hexagons are so overrated. Honestly.
It just needs to be a ring, truly.
Okay.
Right.
But the idea
Because
is
it's not an angle there. It's wrapped around the screws.
it's also crazy. All it is just a really thin wire wrapped around this structure, which is almost all plastic, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the screws that go around the edges are nylon screws that are used because you don't want to mess with your.
It'll interfere with the.
Yes, it'll change like its sensitivity. And
can't you literally hear like particles falling into the atmosphere
dude,
or something?
if you take it outside, you can literally listen to cosmic radiation.
Yeah, cosmic radiation.
It sounds like a tiny campfire.
Oh,
Like a little crackly campfire.
dude, that's
It's
sick.
cute.
You need to send me. I'm sure you sampled
I'll
it by
just let
now.
you hear it. You can just go
let's do
outside
it.
and play with
let's
it.
do it tonight.
Yeah. But so in order to, you can't buy these anymore, but you have to build them yourself. And if you go to that, exactly. Go there.
Source files on GitHub. That's what I thought.
GitHub. They show the build guide. They tell you what parts you got to buy exactly, like how many screws and everything. They show the details on like how to put it together.
Do you have to 3D print these, or do you just can you buy
If you
this?
scroll down just a little bit.
Okay, sorry.
There's up a little in the
ingredients.
Ingredients, yeah.
There is a
maple
file
syrup.
like a .dx3 or I can't remember what the file type is, but they basically include a CAD file that you can then send to a laser cutting service and get a laser cut yourself.
Okay.
So
cool.
what I did is I honestly building just one of these is not recommended because you might fuck it up.
Yep. You gotta buy a big sheet.
Well, you don't have to buy a big sheet. There are companies that'll sell like smaller amounts,
interesting.
but it is still worth your time to just make a couple of them if you're going to do it.
Especially if you're going to have a company cut it out. You're like, do 10 of them.
Like, do you really want to pay for one little sheet of plastic that's been cut out? It's better, like, more cost savings if you just get a couple of them made. But yeah, that little Priazor, that one file in the list there, the bottom one, whatever that is, that is the actual CAD file that you can just I uploaded it to this random website. I can give it to you later, and it took I had the parts in like a week, maybe less, 5 days, 4 days, and assembly was pretty easy. The rest of it is literally it's just this really thin wire connected to an XLR cable, and not even the ground connected, and it will make this. It'll be able to pick up like all sorts of ultrasonics that we can't hear.
Do you have to wind it like a bunch of times to just get wound a whole bunch of times?
333 times. So keeping track of that while you're trying to juggle this awkward thing.
I couldn't do that.
That's the part that's like,
You got to have like a step.
I need somebody with
MIDI.
me to be a tracking.
I need a
tracking
MIDI
this.
button on the floor that I can sit there and tap. 1, 2, and then I have a
Well, the thing
a
is,
MIDI
you don't want
counter.
to wrap it like that either, because that'll twist the wire as you're wrapping it. So that'll fuck it up. You actually have to literally rotate it around.
You have to rotate this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whether you rotate the wire, and the thing is, you want to keep it inside this like hair thin crack.
Like notch.
There's a notch, and if you mess that up, it
Sounds like fun. Honestly,
it was honestly not the most fun. It took me each one wrapping took probably 2 hours. Which
You need some kind of device that holds it, and you're
there's a
pedaling.
literal-
You're pedaling it. It's like you're
spinning it
fucking
like a bike.
spinning like Rumpelstiltskin.
when I was looking for some build guides, when I was looking for build guides on YouTube, there's a video by the company that made this. They have a machine that just wraps it for them.
Of course.
Yeah.
And they just press a button and it goes it gets done in 10 seconds, and I'm like,
You son of a bitch.
but I'm done with them. I'm not going to build more probably unless both of mine break. I gave one to Copycat, and he
instantly was
he
obsessed.
was like
yeah.
a kid.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
He
to
went
see.
home and like the first thing he did was just post on his stories
Yeah.
like, listen to the sound of my blah blah blah. Listen to the sound of this. Listen to the
It's
sound
all
of this.
it's all just fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like perfect for his music.
Totally,
That's
for
exactly. I was like, you're one of the few people that I think will just get it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like a bunch of white noise. Of course. Different tones and pitches of white noise. Yes, please.
Perfect
Hilarious.
bass layer right there.
It's true.
Then throw it into a compressor and smash it all together.
There we go. There we go.
And then it sounds like a bass that was just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's multiple parts.
Dude,
And that's a
cosmic
layer.
radiation layers. That's
Oh yeah, dude.
pretty good layer.
Cosmic Radiation's the name of the track. And... No, wait, hold on. I
There we go.
can't put that on the podcast.
yeah, don't steal it. We'll bleep it. We'll bleep it.
Hey, no secrets.
Cosmic Events. That's pretty fucking cool.
True.
I want to be a part of that
A cosmic
CE,
event.
dude.
cosmic event.
Eventually, man.
Welcome to CE, dude. It's the biggest party this side of the cosmos. Well, does it got anything else? What else is going on?
Well,
What else
I went
besides
through my
EMF
topics.
microphones?
Fucking. Is there any new gear plugins I want? Any new gear plugins y'all want?
No.
I'm not much of a plugin junkie. The only time I
Yeah.
get new plugins is when you're like, I found a new plugin. You play with this, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
I like to wait till Black Friday and then get like 5 at a time and then forget about 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then use 2 of them
Exactly.
like a good bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then end up only using one, like in the long run. But
One
you wouldn't have
sticks
gotten
around.
that one had you
Yeah.
not bought those 5.
Right. And
Come
if
on.
you didn't buy those 5, you'd always be wondering. Exactly. What would I do
Is
with
this what
them?
I'm missing?
Uh-huh.
Why is my mix not good enough? And it was
Exactly.
because you didn't have that very specific bit crusher.
Big crush.
This is what I've been looking
Dude,
for
it adds,
all along.
it adds clarity to my mix, dude.
This big crusher.
It adds brightness to things, okay? No.
Oh, I got one little trick I've been playing with.
Great.
It's not like a revolutionary concept, but I've been making.
Well, then we should save it. I'm just kidding.
Save it till you perfect it, guy. Okay. So I've just been I've been trying to make like more interesting risers, essentially. I'm so bored of just the classic like tone.
Which is crazy because
thing.
you make like way crazier risers than I ever try to make.
Dude, Shepherd's risers. Ooh, we could get into that. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I still make those. Those are good.
But mud pie risers, where you just throw whatever your mud pie is. A lot of my mud pies are very squishy driven.
I like this
fucking
idea.
DMT glorpo sounds.
Glorpo.
You just glorpo.
Glorpo.
I call them glorpo risers.
I love that.
Folks,
The first
welcome back to
thing that came to my
Glorpo.
mind.
We're
Yeah.
on Glorpo.
Glorpo Quadrant 7. But you just add like a little loop, enough to like give tone and character in a sampler, and you just slowly
Right.
go through the sound, for your like 8 bars or 16 bars or whatever, and then you pitch it up, and you just get these fucking weird tones. And you can play with like the length of the loop. So as it's getting to a higher pitch, it gets shorter, and then it kind of pitches itself automatically, and you just get fucking weird ass risers.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's super fun.
I'm going to piggyback off you right now. With the help, I know, I'm so corporate. With the help of Matthews. Matthews, by the way, is back on YouTube. Shout out. He's starting to throw down fucking a
Just
bunch
did
of
that
studio shit.
mixing, mastering video, right?
They're all so good, dude. They're intense. But he was talking about he always just uses the shit that's in the song to make the risers. He just
Yeah.
always waits until the end, and then he basically does that exact thing. He'll just
Fuck yeah.
grab random things from the track and loop them and pitch them.
Time stretch
Yeah.
the fuck out of it.
Yeah, and just like he doesn't try that hard. He's like, nah, I just do that and maybe I'll EQ it. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
risers are the
it's
easiest
so
thing.
move. Yeah, especially
Yeah.
So I was doing this. I had like a sound design session day where I was just like, I'm gonna save a bunch of like 50 different risers. So when you have all the automation set up, all you have to do is change the position of your sample start, and then you just export it again, and boom, and then you just do that 60 times, and you have 60 risers instantly that are all like very uniquely like just fucking weird.
Yeah, I usually don't use risers.
You really don't.
And then
huh?
if anything,
It's like white noise.
You break my
Correct.
heart,
Okay.
Caleb.
if anything, it's the Cashmere number 16 or 18 or whatever, the 32 bar riser, and I just pitch it
Dude, I
to
have
where I need it to
I
go.
have one
and-
riser that's in almost every single song.
Dude,
If it
yeah,
works,
But you never like it's just
It's so
literally
subtle.
just a basic tone riser, just a
yeah, but it's just
it lays
to add
behind
tension.
like 3 other risers.
Exactly,
usually.
exactly.
I have like a bunch always going.
I have one.
I try to only have
Constant
like
risers.
1 or 2, but I'll have like 1 or 2 other ones that are really short that are for like the turnarounds and shit. Like those are key. Like you forget about those, but you do need like every 16 bars just a little.
It's nice, right? I have one I made like 4 years ago called Big Bertha. And
Let's go.
It's a 32 bar like shepherd's tone riser that starts like
Ooh,
super
is this on the
small.
Peak Cloud?
It is, yeah.
Okay, sick. I
Yeah.
think I seen that.
Yeah, I might have thrown it in the first sample pack we did, but it's the
Big ups.
perfect little just like since it's so long, like you can chop it to whatever length you need. And I always make it really, really quiet. Like it's the first thing I add into the build-up, so I just have like a little fucking tension piece to build over, and then now I delete it. But I think a few releases have the that exact riser in
the
it.
pitch bending is like it doesn't have to be key
No,
centered.
no.
So like
It's almost
you
better
can
if it's
keep using
not.
the same riser and just go to a different part in it, time
Yeah.
stretch, get to the very end of it, and then just time stretch that a bunch, and it's just
Yeah.
weird textured.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's almost better if
Still-
the pitch doesn't match because it just adds the tension.
Yeah, the
it really
tension.
depends on how it drops. Like if it's a really melodic drop, it might be a little weird. But if you're doing a really atonal thing, it's good that it's like not in key. Like it's supposed to just be chromatic as fuck.
It's supposed to make you. Fucking,
yeah. Like I just wanted to stop. When's it gonna release?
I hear
Yeah.
the beat part right now.
right. Which is.
And
Please.
risers are so great because you can be such like maximalist with them. You don't have to be a minimalist, which is like
Well, you can
that's
be
my
both,
struggle.
which is fun.
You can like infinitely stack risers,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it still just kind of works. Like because they don't have to be in key, it doesn't have to do fucking anything. Which I think that's why I like making build up so much too, is because I get to just be like
That's true.
fucking full
Yeah.
send guy for a sec, and then the drop happens, and you have to be aware.
Like,
but that's
fuck.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start puzzle piecing this shit.
yeah.
Classic. Well, folks, we've done an hour.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
I know, and it's like
You got any talks?
it's only like 90 degrees in here.
I know, I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, I'm like not sweaty, but it's
I'm
pretty
a little bit,
fucking
I'm not
hot.
too bad.
You know,
What is fucking on here, guys?
Dude, it's chilly, dude.
yeah, it's not so bad. I'm from Arkansas, so it's fucking the humidity is like it'd be
It'd be this with humidity.
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
I know, I hate humidity.
It's ungodly.
That's why I stay here.
I actually love
It's a
it.
dry heat.
Like living in like Costa Rica.
Yeah,
Not that I
you're
lived in
crazy.
Costa Rica, but I totally would. Yeah.
I would have to be just
I
in the
love
water
it.
the whole time. I'd have to be in a jug of
Yeah.
water. I'm already in an environment
Where's the
of
nearest
water.
water
anyways.
jug?
Yeah, just let me
Human
stand
size.
in this. Once you lift me up and put me on one of those little fucking what is that called? The little scooter things but you just stand on them and you lean forward.
Segway.
Yeah, but not like with the handles. It's just the little ones. Just put me on there. Sure. And you just
You're just cruising
around.
with your water jug.
but I'm just
and
inside
outfit.
and I'm spilling everywhere. Just every time I stop, just
Jesus.
There's some random content we could make for the Instagram and give no context.
we just need to make an AI video of it now.
Oh, there we go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me,
Mr. Flintwick.
Flintwick.
I appreciate it.
How
This
can
was fun. It's
how
great.
can people find you on the interwebs?
It's fucking. I mean,
Is it Flintwick
I
music?
got Flintwick.net.
There we
That's where
go.
you can find
That's
all
what
my
I'm talking
merch,
about.
my sample packs, my preset packs.
Ooh, sample packs.
Yeah, get some sample packs.
And you're putting out some music here soon.
Yeah, and I got a new EP that I just finished on Thursday, and it's all fucking bangers.
They are
It's like
They are
my
heat. I
first
listened to
my
them
first
today.
EP of just like
Love to hear it.
type stuff.
All the
Type
loud
beat.
ones on the same
Lots
one.
of
Sick.
snares.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah, so that's coming out, and then Facebook, Instagram, not Twitter, because Twitter fucking hates me, and I got like
Oh damn.
500 followers maybe. I just don't really like talking about myself
Yeah,
or
I'm not
voicing
one of
my
those-
opinions,
I'm not one of those
especially
people
as my
either.
artist.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I started a Twitter account
I'm
like
so bad at
a
it.
year and a half ago, and I was like, I should just get this going and post on it.
And then what
I
do you
made
do?
One post, and then was just like, I'm good.
yeah. I just,
I
every
mean-
time I open it up, I want to complain, and I hate that.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like, and yeah, I don't know.
And besides that, what do you do?
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to take a picture, well, you
Could
might as
share
well use
something
Instagram.
inspirational, but nobody fucking wants to be inspired. No, I don't know.
Well, and that it's just like I don't know. It's weird. It's strange. I'm not a social media creature.
Yeah,
I don't really get it.
Man, I feel like I kill it on a lot of other things, but yeah, not Twitter. I don't like voicing my opinion like that.
Well,
But yeah, find me everywhere
Big ups to
else
you.
but Twitter. And yeah,
there you go, guys.
Got the new EP coming out. Buy my sample packs. I also master tracks if you ever need that, and I give lessons over Zoom.
Flintwick.net.
Oh, you
Yeah.
do lessons
yeah.
too?
Yeah, I do lessons.
Oh,
I've been
fuck
doing
yeah.
that for fucking over 5 years now.
Oh shit.
Yep.
How long have you
Yeah.
been producing?
It's kind of a tough question because I kind of started producing when I was in like 7th grade. Like,
But very loosely.
well, yeah, I like torrented FL Studios and Massive and learned sound design and how to make dubstep and all that. And then I just kind of fucked off and then started learning instruments and then loved jam bands and funk and bluegrass and then
Sick.
learned music theory. And then I was like, wait, I can make some electronic music. And
I
it was
can make
way
some
better
wah,
because
wah.
I knew
Things.
new things.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
And I still remember the things when I was a child. A wee little boy of the sound design.
Wee little boy.
we
I
little
remember the
Flintwick.
dubstep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then now we have bonker sauce.
And now we got fucking
All right, folks. We'll see you guys next
Later,
week.
crew.
Everybody.
peace.
Bye.